let's see. Here's Bob at the boat. 30 seconds. He's got, Ted is going to screw him. And so, Ted puts the bow down, and so Bob can do that. He's going to be going fast. And here these guys are. They duke it out. It's not Frank McNamara. An excellent start. Nobody was even close to the line. So, next time, guys, get there. Jim Davidian's right here. He's tacking and getting out of bad air. Gonna take a little hitch to the right. It's gonna be a blast in about, I don't know, another 7 or 8 seconds. Jim's gonna start to feel it first. And the blasts are down. It's not as, nobody's ragging their main. Jim's sailing like a champ, sailing fat. Oh, it's a header, boom, and back up. And then 61 is like out there, man. They're doing great. And I'm not sure who it is. My apologies. It's not Frank McNamara. But you can see, it's like you have to aggressively steer sometimes. And they're heading for pressure. You can see it up beyond them. Uh-oh. Charlie's coming back. No, say it's not true. No, who's 62? It's not Charlie. Oh, it's a racing class. But there's Charlie. He's sailing flat too, just about to hit the puff. Look at the difference. Charlie's sailing flat and the other boat's heeling. Charlie's just working him hard. And then look at him climb. He just takes that chomp to weather. It's lovely. Oh, I just love to see that. I get all sorts of excited. There's Franzel doing the same thing, just working over the red boat. Oh, I was the lured of you. Now into weather. Oh, bye. So, it's like sort of a lot like letting the boat help itself to that big chomp, that boat length and a half to weather when the blast comes along. So here we have Jim Davidian, who went off to the right, and it's a port starboard. Oh, and Jimmy is on starboard. He's got the sword. And he goes in between those two boats. So, go figure. About more than halfway up the weather leg. 57 is Dave Franzel. He went off to the left, not hard left, and I think he's crossing everybody. Everybody's tacked underneath him. That's a good sign. Nobody wants to consolidate their loss. Wind has abated mightily, but it's still, if you want to win, you have to hike, and you have to hike hard and keep that boat flat. And you can see our pack of leaders right there, and weather marks over here by Brad. You can see Brad, and we come back, and it's tight. I don't know. Oh no, 61 may be in the lead. We'll see. I thought Dave had a little more pressure up there. Hard to tell from where our station here, but there's a pack of 5 boats that are in the hunt. Although 52 is kind of going slow, that's Charlie. And we got Pig Boat up there just spreading the love for everybody.
Jim might get to the mark first.
Yeah. Oh, Jim might get to the mark first. Here we zoom in, and there's Dave right on the inside of him. And who's got to tack? Does Jim tack? Oh no! What's going on? Oh, Jim tacks. Oh, simultaneously, everybody tacks, except for Charlie. He's got the cheap seats. Takes a stern. And there we go. So Franzel rounds first, followed by Jim Davidian, followed by 61, who is the not Frank McNamara boat. And it's pretty tight between the top 3. Gotta love it. Wish there was chutes. About 3/4 down the leeward leg, third race, Tuesday, June 12th. Jim Davidian's extended his lead. Franzel allowed himself to get underneath like a pack of boats. It was hateful, and Jim got a puff and was able to extend to like maybe a 3-boat length lead. They're beginning to approach the leeward mark. And 61's on the outside, and they've got a burst, and they're going to go to this close mark. Look at that. They're following a different drummer. and just snake waking it. But they're in third place and going pretty fast right now. Franzel is maybe 4 boat lengths behind now. And let's watch Jim's rounding. Well, pretty okay. And Franzel. And, Jim's rounding was better, I'd say. But pretty tight. And then 61 had an outstanding rounding, and we missed it. And so, those are our 3 boats. And it's tight here, even in, for 5th, 6th, and 7th. These guys know what they're doing. I don't know who they are, but they do have 4 on the boat, which is a good thing. And they're all, and like I say, if you want to win, you have to hike. Oh, look at her beat on the jib sheet. She's getting the car down. Get those bodies out. Get those butts over the side, kids. There we go. Look at this. Nice. It's a beautiful thing. I love Solis. Anyway. Jim's taking a big chomp to weather. The breeze is back. Dave's working to weather on Jim, but there's still, and Jim tacks. So we'll see how this works out. Hard to play follow the leader. We'll see if 61 is able to get into the hunt. Still a few boat lengths. They may be ahead of Franzel, though. And there's Proctor in the yellow boat. Franzel tacks. Let's see what happens here. Oh! And he goes astern. So Franzel has fallen into 2nd place. 61 tacks are 3rd place. 61 tacks, but wasn't able to cover him, but can keep him from tacking at the mark unless he can extend. So this is they're duking it out up there for 2nd and 3rd. Red boat's really not in the mix. Approaching the weather mark in the 3rd race, it's Jim Davidian still in 1st, followed closely by 6-1, the boat that is not Frank McNamara. And then, sorry about the camera work, we're rocking and rolling down here. And then Dave Franzel. And Ted. Is that Ted? Ted, is that you, Ted? And Charlie Proctor. Ted on the outside, Charlie on the inside. Oh, Ted didn't make it. Uh-oh, something bad happened. Oh, he wasn't on the ley line. So, here we have our 4 boats leading. Here we go. There's a power boat doing a power boat thing. So we're approaching the finish, and it's the not Frank McNamara boat, and the Sailing Center's own Jim Davidian coming up to the finish. And it looks like Jimmy will probably hang on. Franzel's taken a road less traveled and sailed a little more downwind towards the center of the course, but I think he's solidified his 3rd place finish. We're in a bit of a lull right now, so it looks like horn for Jim Davidian horn. There we go. So that's, is it 59? And then 61. And then it'll be 57. He's not quite there. So those are the top 3. We're in a nice lull right here. And then 70, who is that Bob Perry? Bob Perry and Charlie Proctor are duking it out here, but I think Bob's got him. And Charlie chives. be a good thing to do, but 70 will be, I think that's fourth, and then fifth, 70 is fifth, 52 is sixth, and Charlie Proctor, and then looks like 54, and that's Ted, or 64, sorry, strike that, not 54, 64, it's Ted, and then here in the foreground is 69, and then in the middle is, what's that? I can't tell, dear. And so then on the outside, I think is something 6, 5, 6 on the outside. There's a blank. We'll see. He's not pulling his mainsail in. Something 3. Who knows? 63 was the one we missed. Then it's 58 on the outside, 51 on the inside. They're even doing it. Oh God! Inside wins. So that's, what is that? It's 51 and 50.